All right, good week so far. Looking forward to getting on the field again today, closing it up just in terms of the physical work. But guys have been mentally right where you'd want them to be. So go ahead and open it up.
How did Kyler Gordon look when he was on the practice field yesterday?
He looked good yesterday. Yep, we'll see what it looks like again today. Both him and Rome. It's good to have them both back out there. I know they're excited. They're moving around well, and we'll see if they can help us out this weekend.
Rome does play. Will he be on a continental nutrition?
Maybe.
I'd ask.
What are the first 15 plays
That's right.
for Saturday?
Hopefully, it will get us off to a faster start this time. How about that?
As you put together the game plan, do you need to do anything to regulate your own excitement? Like, are you tempted to come up with some super exotic stuff? And if so, how do you kind of monitor, hey, are we asking guys to do stuff they haven't been asked to do?
Yeah, I'm rooted. I've been saying it all week. I'm rooted in the fundamentals, particularly on games like this. It's about blocking. It's about tackling. It's about catching the ball. It's about ball security. Things of that nature come out to the forefront. And so I'm more concerned with playing sound football, making sure that we're putting our guys in a good spot. I mean, we got a lot of talented players, and you just want them to play fast, play confident, and put them in good spots. And so that's what we're concerned about as a coaching staff. I've tried to be pretty steady Eddie just in terms of demeanor throughout the season, and that doesn't change here and now. That's my role, and I think the guys are going to show up, and they're going to. I think they're excited for this opportunity, and I'm excited to see them play.
And you've talked a couple times about the back end of Green Bay's defense and the safeties and what they bring. With Evan Williams in particular, what catches your eye? What kind of presence do you see he has?
I think both him and McKinney are really good. I don't know if there's a better safety tandem right now this year. And I know the team we faced last week had a couple guys that are hurt. Those are two really good players as well. But these two guys, you just got to account for them. It's I think the safety position in general is one that it's rare that you go into a game feeling like there's an impact player, and yet this particular week, like these two guys they're all over the field. I think they're highly instinctive. They do a great job when the ball's in the air, making plays. I know McKinney had all those interceptions last year. He did a great job with that. And then I think it's been pretty cool to see Evan Williams just kind of grow over the course of his career to where he's an impact player for him now. We gotta do our best to take them out of the running game because they're very active. They do a great job tackling. And then when our backs get them one-on-one, they have done a good job all year getting these backs down. And so we got a big challenge in front of us there, and Halfley's done a nice job putting them in good spots.
When your reaction been like at home with your wife and children reacting to the playoffs and just seeing their energy?
Yeah, hard to say this week. I haven't seen them a whole lot. I'll see them this afternoon. I think that'll be palpable, to a degree with them. They'll certainly appreciate it, and the kids are so young at this point. This will be the third year that I've been fortunate to go to the playoffs, and it's I think they're kind of expecting it now, and when you're a young coach in this league, I've come to really appreciate it. Each year's its own story, and you fight your tail off over the course of the off season and during the season to put yourself in this situation, and I certainly don't take it for granted, and I know our players don't either. So that's really what I'm most excited about.
When did you get a sense that maybe the players, the locker room, the team kind of took on your identity?
Shoot, I don't know that. You try to, like I said before, you're consistent. You see your messaging get talked about a little bit more over the course of the season. I think our assistant coaches do a phenomenal job of things that we think are important going into a week, instilling that throughout the week with our players. And as I've talked about all year long, we have some really good veteran leaders that help the cause. They help to keep the focus on football. It's a long season. There can be a lot of distractions that go on, and we're no different than any other team. We've had to deal with those every step of the way, and yet our guys, they show up and they're ready to play on game day. And so I don't know that necessarily identity, anything like that, but yet I am proud of how these guys have approached each and every game, each and every week, and each and every day, because it's hard. It's hard to stay focused and dialed in and be at your best at all times.
On that note, Colston said yesterday that your message after the Lions game was, if you're thinking about anything else, booking flights, not keeping the focus away from here, don't be here. Is that something that you rely on your captains then to deliver that message down, the veteran guys to express the importance of the finish line is in sight, they've gotta be the ones to lead you guys there?
Yeah, the intent behind that is just to let the young players who haven't been here before, it's really just to understand that we're all in with everything we're doing, the here and the now, and like I've already mentioned, it's just you don't take it for granted when you're a coach or a player, and you've been around for a while and you haven't made the playoffs a number of times to make it, and you just want to make sure that everyone is focused on winning the next game, and that's really the whole focus behind it is that intent.
Despite having won the most recent matchup on December 20th against the Packers on that Saturday night, what do you think needs to be better against the Packers, even relative to winning that game?
Yeah, I mean they're a very talented group from top to bottom, and we've kept the game close both times we played them and had a chance at the end of the game to come out on top. I'd like to see us play better early in the game, particularly on offense. It felt like last couple times we played, we haven't gotten off to as fast of a start as you'd like. I think, particularly the first game against them in the first half, we did not do well on third down. Second half, we were a little bit better and we had a little bit more success moving the ball. The last game we played against them, same thing. They did a good job with their third down plan, and we weren't able to stay on the field. I think the story of both games so far has been their offense possessing the ball, and when that happens, you just have limited opportunities, limited possessions, and it makes each play and each possession that much more valuable. And so we just got to be mindful of that and make sure we're making the most of the opportunities. Their offense is one of the best, if not the best, in the NFL on third and fourth down. And so that we got a big challenge there in terms of getting off the field when we get them in those situations. And yet, I do feel good about our red zone defense, and they came through big for us last time we played, and would like to see that happen again.
A couple of players we talked to yesterday admitted having trouble sleeping. They were so excited about the game coming up. How have you seen them kind of just handle their emotions as a group heading into this and knowing that they'll be able to manage it?
Yeah, I think because this is our third time through it, I think we'll be able to handle the emotions a lot better. There were last time we played them, we ended up having a number of 15-yard fouls that hurt us, hurt the team. And I think we'll learn from that, and I think we'll be better off for it. But it's natural to be excited about a game of this magnitude, and yet I told them yesterday it won't take long once that ball's kicked off for us all to understand it's another football game. And that's where when I think the lights are the brightest and you got a little bit more pressure and high stakes like this, you focus on your fundamentals, you focus on your details and the little things, and that's really what we've been talking about all week.
What can you learn from your playoff experience last year that's instructive this year?
Exactly what I just said. It's about those little things, the details. Every blade of grass matters, every inch matters. Finish matters, and that's what we expect to see.
Still do have an appreciation that, this historically is one of the few instances that the Bears and Packers will meet in the playoffs.
I think I was kind of surprised to see how few times that's happened in the postseason. So I think it's pretty cool. And I've been saying since I got here, the vision has always been let's have home playoff games at Soldier, and I'm proud of our guys being able to bring that vision to life this year, and hopefully we can come out and make our fans proud here this weekend.
There's
How
something
do you
that,
handle your Saturday morning, your early afternoon, when you've got so much lead up until kickoff? How do you pace yourself? How do you release your energy?
Personally,
Yeah,
I get a good workout in, and I think our guys have handled the short weeks really well. We've handled the night games really well. At this point of the season, I think we all understand what that routine needs to look like. It makes a long day, and you try to do what you can to make sure you're in the plan a little bit, but also getting your mind away from it, and so that you're fresh and you're ready to go for kickoff. Which
What do you do to get away from
you know, you try to get a little sleep, a little rest. You know, like I said, a workout for the coaching staff normally is a good thing to just to get the blood flowing a little bit, and you know, maybe watch a movie or something like that. If you got
Your game is assigned, when your game is assigned an officiating crew that's thrown the second most flags per game this year, is there any sort of special emphasis that's given to that throughout the week leading up to it?
who on this crew is thrown all those flags? Like, this is an all-star crew of a collection of guys. So are we saying
It's
this particular collection has been second most?
specifically Adrian Hill.
Right. So
Guys.
he's not the one actually doing it. And so that's not a concern of mine. We're well versed on all the officials that'll be participating in this game. And like I said, we got to play a cleaner variety of football in regards to those 15-yard penalties that we had last time.
Right.
Thank you.